All right, Michael, my first question is this. How is it that Bernie Sanders has managed to portray himself with this image of being simply a Sweden-style democratic socialist, despite the fact that we have video proof that shows that he is sympathetic, if not outright supportive, of communists?
Well, it's willful ignorance among his own supporters, although one of his supporters was caught on video the other day saying Bernie isn't some nice democratic socialist, he's the real deal. He's a real hardline socialist. And to Bernie's credit, he's more or less always been honest about his own views, which is more than you can say for the rest of the American left. You know, Bernie has defended some of the most wicked regimes in the history of the world, and he has defended the most wicked ideology of modernity, which is communism and socialism. But at least he's been consistent about it. The American left has never apologized broadly for its support of the Soviet Union and of communism. But don't forget, when you had Stalin starving and purging untold numbers of people, you had the New York Times journalist Walter Duranty go out there and cover up for him and intentionally lie about what he was doing, and he won prizes for journalism for it. You had other mainstream media journalists, Lincoln Stephan and others, who would say that they've seen the Soviet Union, they've seen the future, and it works. This was true all the way up until the fall of the Berlin Wall. The American left defended this stuff. And this was true from the political front all the way up to intellectuals. Some of the most prominent public intellectuals, Jean-Paul Sartre, Bertolt Brecht, all of these guys clearly defended the Soviet Union. They were dead wrong about it. At least Bernie is honest in his outspoken support. Most of the rest of them want to hide their true beliefs and say, hey, we're really Americans. We're pulling from the American tradition. We just want to go a little more left-wing, a little bigger government, a little higher taxes. Bernie says it outright. I want to be a socialist. I want to give you a government similar to the Soviet Union or Cuba or Venezuela. And that's the choice that voters will have. And I think it's why Donald Trump wants to run against Bernie Sanders.